Well, hello everybody. How are you? Let's try this. Here we go. Okay. That was weird. It was telling me to put it on landscape. Okay, here we go. Um, I want to tell you a short story. And the title of this is this how you planned your paralegal career entry? I went to CVS during my lunch hour and met a lady who, I usually ask people, "How's your day going?" And I want to know. And she just sighed, and I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Just had a lot of rude people today, and it's been tough." And you can tell she's a positive person. So it made me start to think as I was driving back to the house to go back to work, how things have changed for the paralegal career. And it has thrown some people for a loop, including those working in it, but as far as not working in an office, and also those who are looking to get into it. And it felt like for a lot of people, it felt like a letdown. I thought maybe the career won't be open to them for the new people going in, but that's the furthest thing from the truth. The attorneys just had to change up how they were working. And let me tell you, until this happened, the attorneys didn't want to consider working from home for the most part. There were some that were into it, but for the most part, they wanted to be in an office. And I knew one attorney group that was spending over $20,000 a month for their office space. And yes, granted, in a nice building in Florida's capital, but what has happened is people have realized, yes, they could learn technology, they could get up to speed with that, and they could work from home on their computer and be focused. Not everybody wants to do that, but I think after this is all over with, whenever that is, you're going to see a difference in the legal field, which will be a good difference, in my opinion. That for some, they won't ever want to go back to, for some attorneys, they won't ever want to go back to an office. And right now, if they had a lease renewal for their office, they probably said, no, I'm not going to do it. And they all of a sudden, boing, it clicked in that they're saving a boatload of money. So it's interesting how it's changed. And there are still jobs out there. People are still hiring. It's just there was a slowdown until everybody was seeing where this all went. But the cases still come in. People need help, and I think it's just going to go up in that department, and the cases will increase because of what we're going through. So it's not that maybe it's not the way you planned it, but this life is all about change and the career is all about change. Before, I've worked in an office no fewer than 3 times where the partners split up and I found myself having to hunt for a job. So it's not that there isn't change in the legal field, it's a constant in life. But this is not an easy road. Somebody just asked me when I was doing this live video over on my Paralegal Coffee Talk page on Facebook, just before I came on here, and they were asking me a question as to where they could locate something. And I always talk about Google being your BFF. So remember that one, tuck that one away. You're looking for something, use Google. I don't mean for everything, but it's a treasure trove of information, okay? When you're in school or going for a certificate program or none of the above, and that's okay. There are several ways to get in this career. Always remember that. There's not one way, okay? Even in California, yes. And if you doubt that, read your paralegal regulations. So stop expecting things to be easy, and maybe you're not, but some people do. And they want it to be quicker and easier. It won't be. Okay? So grab hold of that and just put the work in and focus. Don't work 7 days a week on this dream. Give yourself a break and breathe. That's what I talked with this lady today. I said, you need time to breathe. And she said, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I have a day off. Take some time off from working on this dream, okay, of a paralegal career. It's not going anywhere. And you're going to see changes in it. So be open to those changes. That you'll see more ads for working from home. They'll call it working remotely. Okay. When you take that breather, you get a fresher outlook on what you're doing with your life. You should be focusing on areas of law that you're interested in. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then just put areas of law paralegals work in Google. Okay. And you can, right here, there's a playlist right here for different areas of law on this channel. So look at that. Run this race to the best of your ability and put that effort in, because that's what you will have to do on the job. They don't train you, even if the ad says it, they don't. They don't have the time for it. So don't count on that. Okay? You can doubt what I'm saying, but even my own students have found that out. And then once you have your knowledge bank in place and you've been working for a year, maybe 2 years, and the law firm you're at hires a total newbie. Maybe you went to school and they didn't. Don't pull the Diva Act or Devo Act on that new person because you went to school and they didn't. Or they went to school and you didn't. Don't play diva as a Miss or Mr. Know-it-all because you're not there yet. And even when you are there, don't go down that road. It's ugly. It's really ugly. I've seen it. I've experienced it. It's not pretty. So promise yourself that you won't do that to a new person on the job. So make a decision to what you may think is a setback for this career. It is not even close. Not even close. Things will change, but it's not a setback. So what do you have to do to inspire yourself to keep moving forward? You know, look, if you're part of my Paralegal Coffee Talk page, look at the graphic I posted at 6:15 this morning with Barbara Corcoran on it from Shark Tank. Read what she says there if you have a moment to go over there, okay? Paralegal Coffee Talk on Facebook. That you have to gain a perspective, and you can only gain that by standing back and giving yourself time to absorb everything and not take some focus off the studies and go take some time for yourself, even if it's just a few hours. I recommend a full day to do that, okay? When Friday comes, I'm ready for a break. And there's no working on Saturday for me. I don't work for attorneys who do that. I need 2 days of a break to detox and to focus on things like this, painting, like right behind me, that take me away into creativity, right? So do those things to get your mind off what you've been focusing on, and then get back to it with a renewed energy, okay? And you'll do well. So if anybody's on here who has a question, those of you who've been on my channel for a while know I'm open to you asking questions during a live video. Feel free to, or if you want to post comments below. Don't forget to look in the description box. I will post my website there always. Go over to the website. I'll post it as soon as I'm done here, and visit and look at the top of the website, and you'll see 2 complimentary items for you. and one will be the 19 alternative paralegal careers list, and the other one will be a free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In. Or you can look at another tab which has the entire link to the entire book, okay, on Amazon. But you can get a free chapter on my website, which I highly recommend you do. There's another tab for the Paralegal Inner Circle class, which launches in August. Check that out. There's info there, Paralegal Inner Circle class info. There's a wait list. If you just hover over the class, you'll see a wait list that you can get on. Let's see what else is there. Oh, last thing, there's a tab for something called bar charts. I would get the legal terminology bar chart. Just click on bar charts and you'll see it there. Okay. So that is it for today. Any questions, comments, post them in the comments below. I'm going to put my website name in the description box as soon as I'm done. By the way, it's called paralegalcoffeetalk.com, but I'll post it in there. All right. Thanks for being here live with me. Loved having you. And please be sure to check out the other videos here. They'll be very helpful to you. And I will talk to you in the next live.